In the vast, untamed corners of our planet, life is a constant and dramatic struggle. Every inch of wilderness, from the tangled depths of the jungle to the endless sweep of the savanna, is a stage for a relentless contest, one where only the most cunning, the strongest, or the luckiest will endure. It is a world governed by the ancient law of survival, where every sunrise brings a new challenge and every dusk a potential threat. As the first light pierces the horizon, predators stir from their lairs and prey animals begin their cautious search for food, every sense alert to the dangers that lurk in the shadows. Here, titanic clashes unfold daily. The ground trembles as rival beasts collide, their roars echoing through the wilderness, each battle a test of strength, strategy, and willpower. A pride of lions, their muscles coiled with power, confronts a cackling clan of hyenas over a freshly won kill. The lions, regal and fierce, stand their ground, while the hyenas, relentless and cunning, dart in and out, snapping and shrieking, hoping to snatch a morsel from the jaws of their rivals. The air crackles with tension, a raw display of dominance and desperation. Eyes narrow, muscles tense, and every movement is calculated. One wrong step could mean injury or death. Elsewhere, a monstrous crocodile, a relic from a bygone era, lies in wait beneath the murky surface. Its eyes barely break the water, motionless and patient. A thirsty antelope approaches, unaware of the danger. In a heartbeat, the water erupts. The crocodile's jaws snap shut with bone-crushing force, dragging its prey into the depths in a violent, primal ambush. These are not isolated incidents, but the very pulse of the natural world. Every day, countless battles play out, some swift and silent, others loud and chaotic, each one a matter of life and death. High above, a golden eagle with eyes that can spot movement from miles away circles in the thin mountain air. Suddenly it folds its wings and plunges earthward, slicing through the wind at breathtaking speed. Its talons, sharp as daggers, close around a hare that never saw the shadow overhead. A silent, swift end. In the undergrowth, a venomous snake glides silently, its tongue flickering to taste the air. It coils, hidden among the leaves, waiting for the perfect moment. With lightning speed it strikes, a blur of motion, fangs sinking deep, venom working quickly to subdue its prey. These epic showdowns are not born of malice, but of necessity. Each chase, each ambush is a desperate bid for survival, a moment where instinct and experience collide in a dance as old as time. They are the engine of evolution, a relentless process that has shaped every creature for its role in this grand, often brutal theatre. Claws, fangs, camouflage, and speed. Each adaptation is a story written in the language of survival. It is a world of breathtaking power, where strength, strategy, and sometimes sheer luck determine who will live to see another day. Packs of wolves coordinate with silent precision, while a lone gazelle relies on agility and quick thinking to escape the jaws of death. Even seemingly peaceful herds are participants in this timeless drama. Every mouthful of grass is taken with a wary glance, every ear tuned to the faintest sound of danger. A formidable herd of buffalo, a wall of muscle and horn, will stand its ground against predators, forming a protective circle around their young. The calves, sheltered in the center, are guarded by adults who snort and stamp, ready to charge at the first sign of threat. An elephant matriarch will lead a charge to drive off a threat, her immense size and intelligence a powerful defense. Trumpeting loudly, she rallies her family, their unity and determination, a force few predators dare challenge. These are not acts of aggression, but of profound courage and cooperation, a testament to the strong social bonds that are as crucial for survival as sharp teeth or powerful claws. In the wild, alliances can mean the difference between life and death. Every creature, from the mightiest hunter to the most vulnerable herbivore, plays its part in this intricate and unending dance of life and death. Each animal, whether predator or prey, is both hunter and hunted, forever entwined in nature's cycle. This same raw, primal energy that we see in the great savannas and jungles of the world also courses through the wild heart of Europe. In the shadowy forests and windswept mountains, wolves stalk silently, and bears roam in search of food, each encounter a test of survival. It exists in the hidden valleys, dense forests, and rugged mountains of a land shaped by dramatic forces. Here, lynx prowl through the undergrowth and chamois leap across rocky cliffs, each animal perfectly adapted to its environment. In Croatia, at the crossroads of great European regions, this story of survival unfolds in a unique and spectacular setting. The forests and rivers teem with life, each species locked in its own daily struggle, unseen and uninterrupted by human presence. Here, the struggle for existence is played out against a backdrop of limestone cliffs, crystalline lakes, and a sun-drenched coastline. Otters slip through clear streams, wild boar root through the underbrush, and eagles soar above, all part of a living tapestry woven by conflict and cooperation. The epic animal showdowns witnessed across the globe find their echo in this remarkable country, where nature's drama is as powerful and captivating as anywhere on Earth. In every corner, the wild persists, untamed, unyielding, and forever locked in the eternal struggle for survival. Croatia, a nation spanning more than 21,000 square miles, lies at a remarkable crossroads on the Balkan Peninsula, where the ancient forces of nature have shaped a land of breathtaking contrasts. Here, the Mediterranean's sunlit warmth meets the cool, forested heart of Central Europe and the wild, untamed spirit of southeastern Europe. This convergence has given rise to a landscape that is as varied as it is dramatic, a living mosaic of ecosystems and geological marvels. Croatia's story is written in stone, layer upon layer of ancient limestone and dolomite, each stratum a chapter in the saga of Earth's restless transformation. These rocks, sculpted by time and elemental forces, reveal the secrets of vanished seas and continents long lost. The land sits atop Europe's largest karst system, a vast labyrinth of soluble limestone and dolomite. This is a world where the surface is only the beginning, and the true wonders lie hidden beneath. Over eons, tectonic forces have thrust and folded these rocks, while water, patient and relentless, has carved them into a fantastical realm of cliffs, arches, and secret caves. Rainfall seeps into the porous stone, dissolving it grain by grain, creating a hidden underworld of winding passages and echoing chambers. The mighty Dinaric Alps rise as Croatia's stony backbone, a chain of limestone mountains stretching over 600 miles. Their jagged ridges and sheer faces are the result of immense tectonic collisions, a testament to the planet's ceaseless upheaval. These peaks are young in geological terms, their sharp edges and fractured faces shaped by the titanic pressures that began 50 million years ago. Here, the land is still restless, and the mountains bear the scars of their violent birth. Deep gorges slice through the mountains, their walls plunging into shadowy depths. These chasms are carved by ancient rivers, their waters still echoing through the stone, providing sanctuary for rare and elusive creatures. In the valleys, life flourishes. Lush forests cling to the slopes and meadows burst with wildflowers. Here, golden eagles soar above, while lynx and wolves move silently through the undergrowth, each species perfectly adapted to the rugged terrain. The porous limestone acts as a vast natural sponge, absorbing rainfall and channeling it deep underground. Rivers vanish into the earth, reappearing miles away as powerful springs, feeding a network of subterranean waterways and aquifers. Beneath the surface, a hidden world awaits. Labyrinthine caves twist and turn, their walls glistening with mineral deposits. Underground rivers rush through the darkness, their currents shaping new passages and chambers with every passing year. Here, pure groundwater drips from stalactites, filtered through layers of ancient rock. Springs burst forth from the stone, their waters cold and clear, sustaining the land above and providing a lifeline for countless animals. In the perpetual darkness of the caves, life has found extraordinary ways to survive. Blind salamanders and tiny crustaceans navigate by touch and scent, thriving in a world without sunlight where every drop of water is precious. Above ground, powerful springs emerge from the rock, feeding rivers that wind through forests and meadows. Otters play in the clear streams, and kingfishers dart above the water, hunting for fish in the sparkling currents. The karst landscape is a cradle of biodiversity. Orchids bloom in rocky crevices and rare butterflies flit among the wildflowers. Every niche, from sunlit cliffs to shadowy caves, is home to creatures uniquely adapted to this ever-changing environment. Forests take root where the soil is deep, while animals find shelter in rocky outcrops and hidden hollows. The land's contours dictate the flow of water, the spread of trees, and the paths of wild herds. The result is a land of striking dualities. Towering mountains and gentle valleys, sun-baked cliffs and cool, shaded forests, each supporting its own web of life. Along the Adriatic coast, limestone mountains plunge into the turquoise sea, their cliffs battered by waves and wind. Offshore, a constellation of islands rises from the water, each a fragment of the mainland, each a sanctuary for seabirds and marine life. Inland, the same geological forces have created gentle plains and dense forests, as well as the world-renowned lakes and waterfalls of Plitvice and Krka. Here, crystal-clear waters cascade over limestone terraces, creating habitats for fish, amphibians, and a chorus of birds. From the sun-bleached cliffs along the coast, where lizards bask and falcons nest, to the cool, silent depths of the caves, where rare creatures dwell in eternal night, Croatia's geography is a living, breathing masterpiece. Sculpted by time, water, and the relentless power of the earth, this land is a stage for the epic drama of life, a place where geological wonders and wild habitats intertwine in a story millions of years in the making. The story of Croatia is not only written in the stones and rivers, but in the silent passage of time across its wild, untamed landscapes. Here the land itself has been both witness and participant in the rise and fall of kingdoms, and the enduring struggle for survival among its creatures. Long before the first stones of castles were laid, ancient forests blanketed the hills, and rivers carved their way through limestone valleys. Wolves prowled the shadowy woodlands, lynx moved like ghosts among the trees, and herds of deer grazed in the dawn mist, shaping the land as much as it shaped them. As the centuries passed, the land became a silent stage for the drama of kingdoms. The forests and mountains provided sanctuary for wildlife, even as borders shifted and empires rose and fell. The wild heart of Croatia endured, its ancient ecosystems adapting to the changing world around them. In the shadow of medieval fortresses, eagles soared above craggy peaks and bears foraged in the dense undergrowth. The rivers, teeming with fish and lined with reeds, became lifelines for countless species, their waters reflecting the ever-changing sky. Over time, as the world outside grew more industrial and the pressures on nature increased, a new chapter began. The people of Croatia, inspired by the resilience of their land, turned their attention to conservation. Ancient woodlands were set aside as sanctuaries, rivers protected, and mountains preserved for the creatures that called them home. Today, Croatia stands as a guardian of its wild legacy. Nearly half of its territory is now protected, a patchwork of national parks and nature reserves where wildlife thrives. The lynx, once nearly vanished, now pads silently through the undergrowth. The rivers run clear, home to otters and rare fish, while ancient forests echo with the calls of birds that have sung here for millennia. This is not simply a story of preservation, but of renewal. The land once shaped by the ambitions of kings is now shaped by the quiet determination to protect what is wild and irreplaceable. In every forest, river, and mountain, the spirit of ancient kingdoms lives on, not in stone, but in the vibrant, untamed life that flourishes beneath the Croatian sky. The legacy of Croatia's kingdoms is not only found in ruins and relics, but in the thriving wilderness that endures. It is a testament to the idea that the health of a nation is forever bound to the health of its wild places, a lesson written in the language of rivers, forests, and the creatures that call them home. Croatia's unique geography, shaped by ancient mountains, winding rivers, and a sun-drenched coastline, has given rise to a biological richness that is nothing short of breathtaking. Here, nature's artistry is on full display, with every corner of the country revealing a new marvel. Imagine wandering through a wildflower-strewn meadow, where clouds of butterflies, like the rare Croatian clouded Apollo, flutter above a tapestry of orchids and gentians. In the forests, the air is alive with the calls of the elusive Ural owl and the drumming of black woodpeckers, while shy roe deer graze in the dappled light. Over 2,300 animal species call this land home, from the secretive lynx stalking the Dinaric beech forests to the agile chamois leaping across rocky alpine slopes. Among the 3,500 plant species, you'll find the delicate Velebit degenia, a flower found nowhere else on Earth, and carpets of wild cyclamen painting the forest floor in spring. This abundance is born from Croatia's astonishing range of habitats. Alpine meadows where Edelweiss blooms, ancient forests echoing with the calls of songbirds, and sunlit Mediterranean islands where wild rosemary and sage scent the air. Beneath the surface, labyrinthine caves hide their own secrets. Blind cave salamanders, known as olm, glide through underground rivers, while rare bats roost in the cool darkness, forming colonies that have thrived for centuries. Each ecosystem, from wind-swept karst plateaus to lush river valleys, supports its own unique community. In the wetlands, herons and kingfishers hunt among reeds, while dragonflies dart above the water's surface. This extraordinary biodiversity makes Croatia a sanctuary for life, a place where wildness endures and nature's balance is preserved. The country's varied climate and rugged topography have created natural crossroads, where species from the Mediterranean, Central Europe, and the Balkans mingle and interact. Here, Mediterranean maquis shrubs grow within sight of ancient mountain pines, and wild thyme carpets the ground beneath towering firs. Along the coast, the golden jackal prowls the dunes, while inland, red deer and wild boar roam the woodlands, sharing space with creatures more typical of Central Europe. The mighty Dinaric Alps serve as a living corridor, allowing brown bears and wolves to traverse vast territories, their presence a testament to the wild heart of Croatia. These interconnected habitats are vital, forming a living network that sustains healthy populations and allows rare species to thrive. The numbers alone are impressive, but the true wonder lies in the intricate relationships between species, from the tiniest jewel beetle glinting on a leaf to the vibrant Adonis blue butterfly. Every creature is a vital thread in this living tapestry. The largest mammals, bears, wolves, and lynx move silently through the forests, shaping the land and keeping the ecosystem in balance. The forests ring with the melodies of nightingales and the haunting calls of tawny owls, a chorus that marks the rhythm of the wild. In the meadows, wild bees and butterflies flit from flower to flower, pollinating the next generation of plants and ensuring the cycle of life continues. Rivers run clear and cold, home to brown trout and the rare Danube salmon, their silvery forms darting through the water. This is a land in constant motion, a dynamic, thriving ecosystem where every organism from moss to mammal plays a part in the grand design. The health of the soil, the clarity of the rivers, and the purity of the air are all sustained by this intricate web of life. Sunbeams filter through ancient trees, illuminating a world where every leaf, every drop of water, and every breath of air is shaped by the living community around it. In these wild places, nature's balance endures, offering a glimpse of a world that has vanished from much of Europe. Here, bears and wolves still roam beneath the ancient canopy, their presence a living link to the continent's untamed past. Out at sea, pods of bottlenose dolphins leap and play in the sparkling waters of the Adriatic, their sleek forms a symbol of the ocean's vitality. Across the land, from mountain to coast, the landscapes remain wild and unspoiled, shaped only by the forces of nature and the passage of time. Croatia's biodiversity is not merely a scientific marvel, it is a living treasure, a testament to the resilience and beauty of the natural world. It is a vast library of genetic wonders, each species holding secrets shaped by millennia of evolution. In every corner of Croatia, from the sunlit meadows to the shadowy forests, nature flourishes, reminding us of the richness our planet can sustain when wildness is allowed to thrive. Section 5. Islands of Evolution, the endemic treasures of the Dinaric Alps. Here, in the heart of Croatia, the Dinaric Alps rise like a fortress of stone and forest, their rugged peaks and deep valleys sheltering a world apart. This is a land where time seems to slow, and nature writes its own ancient story. Croatia's biodiversity is impressive, but what truly sets it apart is the astonishing number of endemic species, plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. These rare treasures have evolved in splendid isolation, shaped by the unique conditions of their mountain home. Imagine a world where each valley, each cave, each rocky slope is a separate island of evolution. Here, creatures have adapted to survive in environments that would challenge even the hardiest of explorers. Croatia ranks third in all of Europe for the number of endemic species, a testament to the Dinaric Alps' role as a cradle of life. These mountains are not just a barrier, they are a sanctuary, a living laboratory where nature's experiments unfold over millennia. The isolated valleys and jagged peaks act as natural boundaries, separating populations and allowing them to evolve along their own unique paths. Over countless generations, these isolated worlds have given rise to creatures found nowhere else. The limestone caves that riddle the Dinaric landscape are perhaps the most mysterious of all. Step inside, and you enter a realm of perpetual darkness, where the air is cool and damp, and the silence is broken only by the distant drip of water echoing through ancient chambers. In these subterranean worlds, life has taken on forms both bizarre and beautiful. Here, evolution has sculpted creatures that seem almost otherworldly, perfectly suited to the eternal night. The most famous of these is the olm, a ghostly, pale salamander gliding silently through underground streams. With its translucent skin and delicate, feathery gills, the olm is a true child of the darkness. Blind and nearly sightless, the olm navigates its world through a heightened sense of smell and the faintest vibrations in the water. Its world is one of shadows and echoes, a place where only the most specialized can survive. The olm is a living fossil, a relic of an ancient lineage that has survived unchanged for millions of years. It is a silent witness to the slow, patient work of evolution, thriving in an environment that would be lethal to most other creatures. In the inky blackness, the olm reigns as a symbol of the Dinaric Alps' hidden wonders, a creature as rare as it is mysterious. But the story of endemism does not end in the darkness. Step out from the caves, and the world bursts into color and life. On the high mountain meadows and rocky slopes, carpets of wildflowers bloom in a riot of color. Each blossom is a survivor, adapted to the thin, rocky soil and the fierce alpine winds. Many of these plants have developed waxy leaves to conserve precious moisture, or deep roots to anchor themselves in the shifting stones. Their beauty is matched only by their resilience. Among the petals, rare butterflies flutter, each with patterns found nowhere else. On sun-warmed rocks, elusive lizards and amphibians bask, their entire world contained within a single valley or hillside. These creatures are the true treasures of the Dinaric Alps, fragile, irreplaceable, and utterly unique. Their survival depends on the delicate balance of their isolated habitats. The high rate of endemism here makes Croatia a global hotspot for biological diversity. Each species is a living chapter in the story of life, written in the language of adaptation and survival. Watch as clouds drift over the ancient peaks and a lone animal moves through the rugged terrain, a silent testament to the power of isolation and the wonders it can create. These rare and specialized species are a reminder of what is at stake. They are the living jewels of the Dinaric Alps, and their continued existence is a testament to the wild, untamed spirit of this land. Protecting these landscapes is not just about preserving beauty. It is about safeguarding the unique genetic lineages that have taken millions of years to evolve. Each species is a thread in the intricate tapestry of life. The endemic treasures of the Dinaric Alps are fragile and irreplaceable, a legacy of nature's creativity and patience. Here in this wild and ancient land, the story of life continues, unfolding in secret, waiting to be discovered. In the heart of Croatia's wildest reaches, where mist clings to ancient pines and the wind whispers through craggy peaks, the grey wolf reigns as both legend and reality. Few animals stir the imagination quite like this elusive predator, whose story is woven into the very fabric of the land. The grey wolf is a master of adaptation, its thick coat braced against the biting winds of the Dinaric Alps, its paws silent on the leaf-littered forest floor. A large male, with a coat dappled in silver and charcoal, can weigh up to 110 pounds and stretch over 5 feet from nose to tail. Every muscle ripples with purpose as he moves, a living shadow among the trees. Wolves are not solitary wanderers, but creatures of deep loyalty and complex social bonds. In the twilight, a pack emerges, 6 to 12 strong, led by an alpha pair whose authority is earned through wisdom and strength. Together they move as one, weaving through the undergrowth, their senses attuned to every rustle and scent. When the alpha lifts his head and howls, the sound rolls across the valleys, a haunting chorus that can travel for 10 miles, echoing the unity and wildness of their kin. Yet the saga of the grey wolf is not without hardship. The 20th century brought a shadow over their world. Driven by fear and the relentless expansion of livestock farming, wolves found themselves hunted, their numbers dwindling as their territory shrank. The forests grew quieter, the ancient trails less travelled, as the wolf's presence faded from the land. By the mid-1900s, the grey wolf teetered on the edge of oblivion in Croatia. Lone wolves wandered empty landscapes, their paw prints the only sign of a vanished dynasty. The forests, once alive with the pulse of the hunt, seemed to mourn their absence, the silence broken only by the distant fading echo of a howl. But nature, ever resilient, began to heal. In the shelter of dense thickets, a new generation of wolves emerged, timid pups blinking in the dawn, learning the ancient ways of the pack. As the forests regrew and prey returned, so too did the wolves, their numbers rising with each passing season. Today, the wolf's presence is once again felt in the wild heart of Croatia. Packs roam the green clearings, their eyes bright and alert, their movements a seamless blend of grace and power. The population, now estimated between 200 and 250, is a testament to the resilience of both the species and the land itself. As apex predators, wolves are the architects of balance. They stalk through the undergrowth, eyes fixed on wild boar, roe deer, and the nimble chamois. The hunt is a test of patience and teamwork. Wolves fanning out, communicating with subtle glances and body language, their strategy honed by generations of survival. When they strike, it is swift and decisive, culling the weak and sick, ensuring the health of the herds and the renewal of the forest. The ripple effect of their presence is profound. With wolves keeping herbivore numbers in check, the forests flourish, saplings rise, undergrowth thickens, and a vibrant web of life is restored. The land breathes easier, its cycles of growth and renewal once again in harmony. The saga of the grey wolf is a living epic, a story of loss and return, of wildness reclaimed. As dawn breaks over the Croatian mountains, a pack moves through the mist, their silhouettes framed by the rising sun. The wolf, once nearly lost, now stands as a symbol of hope and the enduring spirit of the wild. In their eyes gleams the promise that, with respect for nature's balance, the great hunters will forever roam the forests and mountains they call home. Deep within the ancient embrace of the Dinaric Alps, a realm of water and wonder awaits. Plitvice Lakes National Park, a living tapestry woven from turquoise lakes, lush forests, and the ceaseless artistry of flowing water. Since its recognition as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979, Plitvice has stood as a testament to nature's power to astonish, a sanctuary where every drop of water tells a story millions of years in the making. The heart of this paradise is a breathtaking chain of 16 terraced lakes, each one spilling into the next through a labyrinth of over 90 waterfalls, their music echoing through the forested valleys. The water here is impossibly clear, shimmering in hues from pale turquoise to deep sapphire, gliding over natural dams of travertine, limestone sculpted by the mineral-rich flow over countless centuries. This is a living landscape, where travertine forms and reforms in a slow, perpetual dance, building new barriers as old ones dissolve, forever reshaping the watery world. The lakes and waterfalls are never the same from one year to the next. The landscape is alive, shifting and evolving as water carves new paths and forges new wonders. At the heart of this watery kingdom, Veliki Slap, the great waterfall, plunges 256 feet in a roaring cascade, its mist nourishing the emerald canopy and feeding hidden pools below. Here, water is both sculptor and artist, carving out shimmering pools and intricate cascades, each one a masterpiece of light and motion. Yet, Plitvice's magic extends far beyond its waterfalls and lakes. The park is a mosaic of habitats, each teeming with life and colour, where the aquatic world reigns supreme. Along the water's edge, rare plants thrive in the misty microclimate, their roots anchored in the mineral-rich soil, while animal tracks hint at the secret lives unfolding beneath the forest canopy. The dense forests of beech, fir and spruce shelter a vibrant community of creatures. But it is beneath the surface of the lakes where the true marvels of Plitvice's watery paradise are revealed. In the quiet hours, brown bears, lynx and grey wolves roam the wilds, their presence a reminder of the park's untamed spirit, but the lakes themselves pulse with aquatic life. Frogs chorus from the shallows, their calls echoing across the water, while salamanders and lizards slip silently among the mossy stones, thriving in the pristine, unspoiled environment. Beneath the glassy surface, native brown trout glide through sun-dappled currents, their scales flashing gold and copper as they hunt in the cool, oxygen-rich waters. Some grow to impressive sizes, a testament to the purity and abundance of their aquatic home. Above the lakes, butterflies drift on gentle breezes, their wings catching the sunlight as they dance above wildflowers and along the tranquil shores. Over 320 species of butterflies have been recorded here, their colours painting the air in a living kaleidoscope, joined by hundreds of moth species that emerge as dusk falls. And still, the true diversity remains a mystery. Scientists believe that only a fraction of the park's butterfly and moth species have been discovered, their secrets hidden in untouched corners of forest and lakeshore. Plitvice Lakes National Park is a world where water reigns, shaping land and life, in a never-ending cycle of renewal. Here, geology and biology merge in a symphony of color, sound, and movement, a true watery paradise, untouched and eternal. Beyond the dramatic story of the wolf and the enchanting beauty of Plitvice, Croatia's kingdom of life stretches into every hidden valley, every ancient forest, and every shimmering tide pool. Here, the wild heart of the land beats in a symphony of creatures, each playing a vital role in the grand tapestry of nature. In the ancient, primeval forests that have escaped the logger's saw, magnificent silver fir trees reach for the sky, some towering to heights of over 130 feet. Their massive trunks are draped in moss and lichen, providing shelter for countless species. Beneath their emerald canopy, the forest floor is alive with movement. Red squirrels dart between branches, their bushy tails flicking as they chase each other in playful rivalry. Shy roe deer graze quietly in the shadows, ever alert for the faintest sound of a predator. The elusive Eurasian lynx, with its tufted ears and spotted coat, stalks silently through the undergrowth, a ghost of the forest. Its golden eyes scan for movement, and with a sudden, graceful leap, it vanishes into the thicket, leaving only the whisper of leaves in its wake. High on the rocky ledges of the mountains, the agile Alpine chamois bounds from cliff to cliff with breathtaking confidence. Their hooves grip the narrowest ledges, and their keen eyes spot danger from afar. Here, golden eagles soar overhead, their shadows gliding across the stone as they search for unsuspecting prey. The Adriatic Sea, which defines Croatia's long and beautiful coastline, holds its own universe of life. Beneath the surface, forests of seagrass sway with the currents, and rocky reefs provide shelter for a dazzling array of marine creatures. The warm, clear waters are a playground for intelligent and social Atlantic bottlenose dolphins, their sleek bodies often seen breaking the surface as they travel in pods. They communicate with clicks and whistles, working together to herd schools of fish, their synchronized movements a marvel of cooperation. In the quieter, shallower waters hidden amongst the seagrass meadows, delicate seahorses anchor themselves with their prehensile tails. Males carry the next generation in their brood pouches, swaying gently with the tide, while tiny pipefish slip through the blades, camouflaged from predators. The sea is a vital part of Croatia's natural identity, a source of sustenance and wonder that has shaped the culture of its coastal communities for centuries, its health critical to the nation's well-being. Along the rocky shores, hermit crabs scuttle between tide pools, and octopuses squeeze into crevices, their skin shifting color to match the stones. Even the American Everglades, thousands of miles away, offers a parallel to the specialized life found in Croatia. Wetlands, whether in Europe or America, are sanctuaries for rare and remarkable creatures. There, manatees consume up to 100 pounds of vegetation a day, shaping their aquatic environment just as Croatia's herbivores shape its forests. In Croatia's rivers, otters glide through the water, hunting for fish and crustaceans, their playful antics a sign of a healthy ecosystem. This principle of species shaping their habitat is universal. In Croatia, wild boar root through the undergrowth, turning over soil and creating new opportunities for plants to grow, while woodpeckers carve out nesting holes that will later shelter owls and bats. Every creature, no matter how large or small, contributes to the character of its home, from the industrious ants building intricate colonies beneath the earth to the fire salamanders that emerge after rain. Each life form is a thread in the living fabric of Croatia. In Croatia, this is seen everywhere, from the bears that disperse seeds through the forest to the insects that pollinate the rare alpine flowers, each playing its own indispensable part in the grand scheme. In spring, clouds of butterflies drift over meadows, while dragonflies patrol the edges of lakes, their wings catching the sunlight. This astonishing variety of life is what makes exploring Croatia such a profound experience. The land is alive with the calls of songbirds at dawn, the croak of frogs at dusk, and the rustle of unseen creatures in the undergrowth. one can journey from the sun-drenched coast, home to marine mammals and Mediterranean flora, up into the cool, dark forests inhabited by Europe's great predators, and then descend into the subterranean world of the Olm. In the caves, blind and pale, the Olm glides through underground streams, a relic of a forgotten age. It is a country of incredible contrasts, where vastly different ecosystems exist in close proximity. Wetlands buzz with dragonflies and frogs, while high peaks echo with the calls of golden eagles and the distant bark of foxes. This mosaic of life, from the creatures of the sea to the giants of the forest and the mysteries of the caves, creates a natural kingdom of unparalleled richness and complexity. Here, every animal, every plant, and every hidden corner is part of a living masterpiece, a true European treasure, wild and wondrous, forever unfolding. In the end, Croatia is a nation defined by a powerful and beautiful harmony between its dramatic geology, its resilient history, and its abundant life. But nowhere is this enduring spirit more vividly alive than in the wild heart of its landscapes. Here, the raw forces of nature are not distant. They are ever present, shaping every valley, every forest, every rushing stream. The land breathes with the pulse of ancient tectonic shifts and the ceaseless flow of water. The Dinaric Alps rise like a spine of stone, their peaks shrouded in mist, their slopes blanketed in deep green. The same tectonic movements that built these mountains also gave birth to rich soils and pure crystalline streams that nourish all life below. Water, the patient sculptor, has carved vast cave systems and thunderous waterfalls, each a testament to the slow, relentless artistry of nature. These waters sustain the forests, the wildlife, and the intricate web of life that thrives here. Every element is bound together, part of a living tapestry woven over millennia. Rivers wind through ancient woodlands, their banks alive with the calls of birds and the rustle of unseen creatures. The story of Croatia is a story of survival and revival, told in the silent resilience of its wild inhabitants and the quiet persistence of its forests and meadows. In the shadowy depths of the forest, the grey wolf returns from the brink of extinction. Its amber eyes scan the undergrowth, its presence a living echo of the wild past. Each paw print pressed into the soft earth is a testament to the power of nature's own resilience, a quiet victory for the wild. In these protected sanctuaries, the wild is given space to breathe, to recover, to thrive, untouched and unspoiled. Even the ancient walls of Dubrovnik standing sentinel above the sea seem to draw strength from the wild lands that surround them. These stones have withstood centuries of storms and sun, just as the forests and mountains have weathered the ages. Through the turning of the seasons, the land endures, its ecosystems shifting, adapting, yet always persisting. This spirit of endurance is written in the silent strength of the lynx stalking through the undergrowth, in the patient growth of ancient trees, in the flight of eagles over wind-swept cliffs. The struggles for territory, for survival, play out in the wild every day, mirroring the land's own journey through time. The forests, rivers and mountains are Croatia's natural heritage, preserved in the face of a changing world. Protecting this harmony is the great challenge for the future, a responsibility to the wild spirit that defines this land. The pristine lakes of Plitvice shimmer like jewels, their waters reflecting the ancient forests that stand watch along their shores. In hidden valleys, rare and endemic species find sanctuary, their lives unfolding in delicate balance, untouched by the outside world. Beneath the waves, the Adriatic Sea teems with vibrant life, schools of fish darting through seagrass meadows, octopuses weaving through rocky crevices, all part of a fragile legacy. These are treasures that, once lost, can never be replaced. Each species, each wild place, a unique thread in the fabric of life. The resurgence of wild habitats and the return of endangered creatures offer hope, a beacon that the wild can endure if given the chance. In Croatia, nature thrives not through dominance, but through balance, predator and prey, forest and river, mountain and sea, all in delicate partnership. The ancient migration routes of deer and boar, the silent passage of lynx through the night, all speak to a land where the wild is still free. This commitment to wildness is essential for preserving the soul of Croatia, a spirit that is utterly unique, fierce, and beautiful. Ultimately, Croatia stands as a living memory of what Europe once was, a continent of wild forests, untamed rivers, and roaming beasts. And it is a vision of what Europe can still be if the wild is cherished and protected. It is a wild yet beautiful land where the ancient rhythms of nature still set the pace of life. In the high mountains, the howl of the wolf echoes beneath the stars, a haunting song that speaks of freedom and survival. Waterfalls tumble over ancient stone, shaping the land drop by drop, their music a constant reminder of nature's patient power. Here one can still witness the grand, timeless drama of the natural world, predators stalking prey, birds soaring on mountain winds, the endless cycle of life and death. This wild harmony is Croatia's greatest gift, a symphony of life, ancient and enduring. It is a legacy of natural wonder, not only worth protecting, but essential for the spirit of our planet. For generations to come, the enduring spirit of Croatia's wild places will remain a beacon, a reminder of the beauty, resilience and harmony that the natural world can offer, if only we let it thrive. As daylight fades and the forests grow quiet, a different world awakens beneath the cloak of darkness. Here in Croatia's wild heart, the night belongs to a secretive caste of predators, masters of stealth and survival, who move silently through the shadows. Their stories unfold far from human eyes, played out in moonlit clearings, tangled undergrowth, and the silent corridors of ancient woodlands. The Eurasian lynx, a phantom of the night, slips between the trees on tufted paws, its senses finely tuned to the slightest movement. With a coat dappled like the forest floor, it is nearly invisible in the dim twilight. The lynx's hunt is a game of patience, waiting, listening, stalking. When the moment comes, it springs with astonishing speed, its powerful muscles propelling it toward unsuspecting prey. A single leap can span a clearing, ending in a swift, silent strike. Elsewhere, the grey wolf and its pack begin their nightly patrol. Communication is key. Low growls and body language orchestrate the hunt as they move like shadows through the pines. Wolves rely on teamwork, encircling a herd of deer, reading each other's movements, and anticipating the frantic flight of their quarry. The chase is relentless, but the wolves are persistent, using strategy and endurance to wear down their prey. When the hunt is successful, the bond of the pack is renewed in the sharing of the kill, each member vital to the group's survival. In the Rocky Highlands, the European wildcat prowls alone. Smaller than the lynx, it is an agile and cunning hunter, relying on keen eyesight and acute hearing to locate rodents hidden beneath leaf litter. The wildcat's approach is silent, a slow, deliberate stalk, then a quick pounce. Its solitary existence demands resourcefulness. Every successful hunt is a triumph against the odds. Higher still, along the cliffs and crags, the Eurasian eagle-owl reigns supreme. With wings outstretched and eyes wide in the darkness, it glides silently over the landscape. Its flight is ghostly, feathers specially adapted to muffle sound, allowing it to ambush prey with deadly precision. The owl's talons close around its target in an instant, a testament to the efficiency of evolution. On the forest floor, smaller predators like the stone marten and the elusive pine marten weave through the shadows, navigating by scent and sound. These agile hunters climb with ease, slipping through branches and darting across rocks in pursuit of birds, eggs, and small mammals. Their nocturnal world is one of constant motion and quick reflexes, a realm where survival depends on adaptability and cunning. Throughout the night, these predators play a vital role in maintaining the balance of Croatia's wild ecosystems. Each has its own unique strategies, honed by countless generations: the silent stalk, the coordinated chase, the patient wait, the sudden ambush. Their success is measured not just in survival, but in the subtle shaping of the landscape. Controlling populations, ensuring diversity, keeping the intricate web of life in balance. As dawn approaches, the forest begins to stir with new life. The predators melt away into their hidden dens and shadowy retreats, leaving only faint traces: a paw print in the mud, the echo of a distant call, the rustle of leaves disturbed in the night. The secrets of their world remain hidden, known only to those who walk the wild paths beneath the moon. In these shadowy hours, Croatia's nocturnal predators remind us that the wild is never truly silent, nor ever fully asleep. Their tireless dance of survival continues, night after night, a testament to the untamed spirit that still thrives in these ancient lands. Beneath the towering trees and tangled undergrowth, beyond the reach of prowling predators, lies a world unseen by most, a microcosm teeming with life and purpose. Here in Croatia's forests, meadows and wetlands, insects reign as the silent architects of the ecosystem, shaping the land in subtle yet profound ways. As dawn's first rays pierce the forest canopy, dew pearls shimmer on a spider's web, an intricate lattice spun overnight, each strand a testament to patience and precision. The orb-weaver spider waits motionless, sensing the faintest vibration. Its prey, often an unsuspecting moth or beetle, becomes entangled in the sticky threads, nourishing both spider and soil as the cycle of life continues. On the forest floor, armies of ants march with single-minded determination. Each ant follows invisible chemical trails, working in perfect unison to gather food, defend the colony, and tend to their underground nurseries. Leafcutter ants haul fragments many times their size, sculpting tunnels that aerate the earth and enrich the soil, ensuring the forest's roots can breathe and flourish. In the airy meadows, butterflies and bees perform a delicate ballet among wildflowers. Croatia's meadows are alive with the flutter of swallowtails and the gentle hum of honeybees, each pollinator a vital link in the chain of reproduction. As they sip nectar, grains of pollen hitch a ride, fertilizing plants and giving rise to the next generation of blossoms, a silent collaboration that sustains entire ecosystems. Hidden within rotting logs and leaf litter, beetles become nature's recyclers. The mighty stag beetle, with its imposing jaws, breaks down decaying wood, while the iridescent ground beetle hunts for pests, keeping populations in check. Dung beetles, tireless in their pursuit, roll and bury animal droppings, returning vital nutrients to the soil and preventing disease. Along the water's edge, dragonflies and damselflies dart with unmatched agility. Their jeweled wings flicker in the sunlight as they hunt mosquitoes and gnats, their predatory efficiency honed over millions of years. Beneath the surface, their larvae, fierce aquatic hunters, keep insect populations in balance, ensuring clean water and healthy wetlands. Each insect, no matter how small, plays a unique role. Some are pollinators, others decomposers, predators or prey. Their lives may be fleeting, but their impact is lasting, a web of interactions that supports birds, mammals, and even the towering trees above. In the quiet hours between dusk and dawn, fireflies emerge, their gentle lights flickering like tiny lanterns above the grass. Their silent courtship signals are a reminder of the unseen beauty that pulses through Croatia's wild places night after night. Invisible to most, these tiny inhabitants are the unsung heroes of the land. Their hidden world is a realm of endless fascination, where every rustle, flutter and shimmer serves a purpose in the grand design of nature. In Croatia's wild heart, it is the insects who weave the unseen threads, binding the ecosystem together in a tapestry of life, resilience, and wonder. As autumn's golden light washes over Croatia's forests, wetlands, and rugged coastlines, The sky transforms into a living highway, a corridor of movement and endurance. Here begins one of nature's most awe-inspiring spectacles, the great migration of birds. Thousands of wings beat in unison, forming shifting patterns high above the land. Storks, cranes, and raptors ride the rising thermals, their silhouettes etching ancient routes into the clouds. From the chilly expanses of northern Europe to the promise of African warmth, these travelers traverse Croatia's wild heart, guided by instincts older than memory. In the early morning mist, flocks of blackcaps and warblers gather in reed beds along the banks of the Drava and Sava rivers. They pause only briefly, refueling on insects and berries, their tiny bodies storing energy for the journey ahead. Over the shimmering lakes of Kopacki Rit and the vast marshes of Lonska Polja, a mosaic of ducks, geese, and herons takes flight. Each bird propelled by ancestral knowledge, each stopover a lifeline. But the journey is perilous. Fierce storms sweep across the Adriatic, forcing exhausted birds to seek shelter among the islands. Predators, both feathered and furred, lie in wait along the migration routes. The changing climate shifts wind patterns and alters habitats, creating new challenges with every passing year. Yet undeterred, the flocks press onward, driven by the promise of survival, by the rhythm of seasons, by the call of distant lands. Above the Dinaric Alps, golden eagles soar with unwavering focus, their keen eyes scanning the valleys below. In the lowland marshes, squadrons of sandpipers and plovers skim the water's surface, their synchronized movements a delicate dance between hunger and safety. Even at night the migration continues, songbirds navigating by the stars, their calls echoing in the darkness, a chorus carried on the wind. Each arrival and departure shapes the land below. Migrating birds disperse seeds, control insect populations, and fertilize the earth. Their journeys link continents, connecting ecosystems from the Baltic to the Sahara. In Croatia, wetlands, forests, and mountains become sanctuaries, stepping stones in a global odyssey, woven into the very fabric of life. As dawn breaks, the air fills with a symphony of calls, the triumphant cries of those who have made it, the hopeful notes of those still to come. The Great Migration is more than a journey. It is a testament to endurance, adaptation, and the unbreakable bonds that tie all living things together. In the endless blue above Croatia, the bird's passage is a living legacy, an epic that unfolds each year, unseen by most yet vital to the wild heart of this land. Beneath the shimmering surface of the Adriatic Sea, a world of astonishing beauty unfolds. A realm untouched by human presence, ruled instead by the slow rhythms of tides and the silent choreography of marine life. Here, Croatia's coastline cradles a tapestry of underwater habitats, each one teeming with life and mystery. Descend past the dappled sunlight, where ribbons of seagrass sway in the gentle current. These underwater meadows, known as Posidonia beds, are the lungs of the Adriatic, sheltering nurseries for countless creatures. Tiny seahorses cling to the swaying blades, their delicate bodies camouflaged against the green. Juvenile fish dart through the leaves, seeking refuge from lurking predators. Beyond the seagrass, rocky reefs rise like ancient fortresses from the sandy seabed. Their crevices and overhangs are alive with color and movement. Octopuses slip silently from shadow to shadow, their arms probing for crabs and mollusks. Rainbow-hued wrasses and damselfish flit among the coral-like bryozoans and sponges, their scales catching the filtered light in flashes of blue and gold. In the deeper, cooler waters, forests of red Gorgonian corals sway in the current, their branches home to a dazzling array of invertebrates. Swarms of tiny shrimp and brittle stars weave through the coral's labyrinth, while moray eels peer from rocky dens, watchful, patient, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The open water is a kingdom of perpetual motion. Silver schools of sardines and anchovies move as one, their synchronized turns confusing would-be hunters. Suddenly, a shadow glides overhead, a loggerhead sea turtle, ancient and unhurried, drifting through the blue. Its journey is a quiet odyssey, crossing vast distances to feed on jellyfish and seagrasses. Predators too patrol these depths. Sleek bluefin tuna slice through the water with relentless speed, their muscular bodies built for pursuit. In the twilight zone, cuttlefish hover, changing color and texture in a hypnotic display of camouflage and communication. Night falls, and the Adriatic transforms. Bioluminescent plankton shimmer with every movement, painting the darkness with ghostly light. Crabs and lobsters emerge to forage, their armored forms navigating the maze of rocks and sand. In the stillness, the calls of dolphins echo, a series of clicks and whistles that travel for miles, weaving stories through the water. Every creature, from the tiniest nudibranch to the majestic bottlenose dolphin, plays a role in this intricate web. The Adriatic's underwater wonders are more than a spectacle. They are a testament to resilience, adaptation, and the enduring power of wild places. Here, in the silent embrace of the sea, life continues its ancient dance, unseen, unspoiled, and utterly extraordinary. In the hidden corners of Croatia's diverse landscapes, where the ancient forests meet rocky outcrops and serene wetlands, a quieter, often overlooked world thrives. This is the realm of reptiles and amphibians, creatures that have perfected the art of resilience and adaptation over millennia. Journey to the karst landscapes of the Dinaric Alps, where the rock-strewn terrain provides refuge for the elusive European green lizard. With its vivid emerald scales, this agile predator basks in the sun, absorbing the warmth that fuels its cold-blooded body. As dusk falls, it retreats into crevices, evading nocturnal hunters. This species, with its keen sense of sight and rapid reflexes, epitomizes survival in a harsh environment. In the shadowy depths of Croatia's pristine rivers and lakes, the fire salamander emerges from its damp hideaway. Cloaked in black with striking yellow patches, this amphibian is a master of moisture and camouflage. Its skin secretes a potent toxin, a defense mechanism honed to deter would-be predators. The fire salamander's life cycle is intricately tied to water, where its larval stage unfolds before metamorphosis grants it terrestrial freedom. The Neretva Delta, a mosaic of wetlands and marshes, is a haven for the agile frog. With its powerful legs, this amphibian leaps gracefully between lily pads, evading predators with ease. Its chorus fills the night air, a symphony of survival that resonates through the reeds. The agile frog's life cycle is a testament to adaptability, thriving in both aquatic and terrestrial realms. In the arid expanses of the Dalmatian hinterland, the European glass lizard, a legless wonder, glides through the underbrush. Mistaken often for a snake, this reptile's elongated body and smooth scales allow it to navigate the rocky terrain with precision. It sheds its tail to escape threats, a remarkable feat of self-preservation that showcases nature's ingenuity. The wetlands of Lonjskopolia are home to the rare and elusive European pond turtle. These ancient reptiles bask on sunlit logs, their shells adorned with intricate patterns. Submerged in the murky waters, they hunt for fish and insects, their every move a blend of patience and precision. The pond turtle's survival is a delicate balance, dependent on the preservation of its wetland habitat. In the twilight hours, the lesser-known European tree frog, with its vibrant green hue, clings to the branches of low-lying shrubs. Its adhesive toe pads allow it to traverse vertical surfaces with ease, a trait that ensures its survival in both arboreal and aquatic environments. As night descends, its croak echoes through the forest, a call to mates that underscores the resilience of its species. These reptiles and amphibians, though often unseen, are integral to Croatia's ecological tapestry. Their stories are woven with threads of adaptation, each species a testament to the enduring power of nature's design. In every sunlit bask, every leap and every silent glide, they embody the spirit of survival, thriving in a world where change is the only constant. Amidst the rolling meadows, sun-drenched orchards, and vibrant wildflower fields of Croatia, a silent workforce labors tirelessly, never seen, yet always present. This is the realm of pollinators, the bees, butterflies, and their kin, whose delicate dance sustains the very heartbeat of these ecosystems. In the golden light of dawn, honeybees emerge from their intricate hives, tucked into forest hollows and rocky crevices. With each beat of their wings, they set forth on a mission that shapes the landscape itself. Their fuzzy bodies dusted with pollen, they flit from blossom to blossom, apple, cherry, wild thyme, transferring the genetic spark that will become fruit, seed, and life anew. The Croatian bee, Apis mellifera carnica, is famed for its resilience, braving the shifting seasons and unpredictable weather of the Dinaric Alps and Adriatic coast alike. Above the meadows, clouds of butterflies drift on the breeze, scarce swallowtails with their trailing tails, painted ladies in their orange finery, and the electric blue of the common blue butterfly. Their journey is both beautiful and vital. As they sip nectar from wild marjoram and blooming sage, pollen clings to their slender legs and is carried across the mosaic of Croatia's wild spaces. Each fluttering visit ensures the survival of native plants, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. Hidden among the lavender and wild oregano, bumblebees dive deep into tubular flowers, their low hum a constant refrain. Their robust bodies are perfectly adapted to pry open blossoms that other pollinators cannot reach. In the mountain pastures of Velebit and the valleys of Istria, these industrious workers are the unseen architects of biodiversity, ensuring that rare orchids and endemic gentians bloom year after year. As dusk falls, nocturnal pollinators take their turn. Moths, often overlooked, drift silently through the night, drawn by the subtle scents of evening primrose and night-blooming jasmine. Their gentle touch continues the cycle of pollination long after the sun has set. From the Alpine slopes to the river deltas, pollinators are the golden thread weaving together Croatia's ecological fabric. Their tireless work sustains not just wildflowers, but the fruiting trees and crops that support countless other species. Without them, the vibrant palette of Croatia's landscapes would fade, and the delicate balance of life would falter. In every buzzing meadow and fluttering glade, these guardians of the bloom remind us, even the smallest among us can shape the destiny of a wild and wondrous land. High above the forests and valleys, where the air grows thin and the winds whisper secrets across the peaks, Croatia's alpine meadows burst into life, a world apart, sculpted by extremes. Here, in the shadow of the Dinaric Alps and the wild reaches of Velebit, life is a delicate balancing act, honed by centuries of adaptation and survival. Blanketing the slopes in summer, a patchwork of wildflowers sways in the breeze, gentians, edelweiss, and alpine asters, each bloom a testament to resilience. Hidden among this tapestry, elusive animals have carved out their own unique niches, their bodies and behaviors shaped by the harshness of high-altitude living. The nimble chamois, with their sure-footed grace, bound effortlessly across rocky outcrops. Their short, dense coats shield them from icy winds, while their keen eyesight spots danger from afar. In the early dawn, they graze on tufts of grass and tender shoots, ever alert for the shadow of a golden eagle circling overhead. Beneath the stones and in the cool shadows, the alpine salamander emerges after rain. Jet black and glistening, it moves with slow deliberation, its moist skin a living adaptation to the meadow's fluctuating moisture. Unlike its lowland cousins, this salamander gives birth to fully formed young, an evolutionary strategy that ensures survival in a land where standing water is scarce. The meadows are alive with sound, the rhythmic chirr of grasshoppers, the melodic calls of the alpine accentor, and the soft scurrying of voles weaving tunnels beneath the turf. Each species plays its part in the intricate web. Voles aerate the soil, grasshoppers provide food for birds, and every footprint leaves a mark on this fragile ecosystem. When winter sweeps in, the transformation is stark. Snow blankets the meadows, and most life retreats. The Alpine marmot, plump from a summer of foraging, slips into hibernation, its heartbeat slowing to a whisper beneath the frozen ground. Only the hardiest linger above, raven and fox, their coats thick and senses sharp, prowling the snowy silence for the smallest signs of movement. Survival here is a constant test. From the cryptic camouflage of the mountain lizard to the deep roots of alpine flowers anchoring them against fierce winds, every adaptation is a story of persistence. In these high meadows, untouched by humans, the pulse of wild Croatia endures, tenacious, hidden, and utterly extraordinary. As dawn breaks over the peaks, the alpine meadows breathe once more, alive with creatures perfectly attuned to the rhythms of this untamed world. Here, on the edge of the sky, life is a triumph of adaptation, a celebration of survival against the odds.